You're listening to the You Don't Know Me Yet podcast network.
Hey, you are tuned in to Two Gems and a Mic with hosts Tanisha the Diva Mahomes and Linda L.D. Dorsey. Just know, if we talking about it, you need to hear about it. Unwind and enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Gems and a Mic. I'm your girl LD. I want to welcome y'all into season 7. This is episode 1. We grinding it out. I got my girl, the Diva. What's up, Diva?
Hey, what's up?
All right. And I got Darren Smith. What's going on, Darren? Thank you for hanging in. I know you got your show and everything, but I appreciate you coming on with us.
Anything for the divas and the LDs and the queens and the gems. So I'm always here when you need me.
All right, we got a action-packed show. There's a lot been going on, so we're gonna start off. Let's start off with the WNBA draft. I was excited last night. I'm sure some of y'all were. What, if anything, do y'all agree with the number 1 pick?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. I was about to say I don't have any issues with that.
Did you think it was going to go different based on? I know some people were saying based on the way I said she played well for 4 years. That one game wasn't going to get it. Do you think it went the way most people thought? Do you think she deserved it? I do, but I want to hear your
It's
thoughts.
the eye test. Yeah, you go on eye test. You done seen her play forever. Just because somebody have an off game, I mean, that can happen to anybody at any time. You know, it's been many players in history that when it came, they just had that one game that messed something up. But we know who they are, and they went off to do great things. I don't think why would she not?
Yeah. What'd you say? We knew who they were?
we know who they are. They are exactly who we thought they were.
Were there any surprises?
The trade, I think, of Flau'jae going from Golden State to Seattle. I think that was the biggest one of the night for me.
Me too. It was good for Seattle. Mm-hmm. I was upset for Flau'jae personally because I thought what the Valkyries did last year, having her a part of that could help boost. Because to me, go ahead, Tanisha, because I know you got something more.
No. I don't have nothing to say. No, I was just saying. I'm agreeing with you. I'm not stopping you. I'm agreeing with you. I was kind of shocked. I was like, I don't understand that, but because I guess it was done pre-draft, right? It was a deal done.
Yeah, they said they knew that was happening in the background because it happened so fast. But I mean, I look at what Seattle gave up. Excuse me, Seattle gave up Skylar Diggins, Nneka Bumake, and Gabby Williams, right? Just those 3, and Satu Sablu, she left. Those 4 players they gave up, and they got rid of their coach. Brand new team. So for her to go in as a rookie, I'm like, there are other players there, but who does she lean on? They got a lot of rookies, so I wanted her to go somewhere
where she had
an established coach, good players, somebody who's been there. So that kind of got me.
I thought on the cool.
Yeah, I thought the Mystics was just drafting. It seemed like they were drafting every other pick. I was loving it because I'm here. Liberty's my team, but I go. The Mystics are right here. I was excited that they got Lauren Betts. I thought that was a steal.
Yep.
And if I remember correctly, I know they ended up getting somebody. I think it was last year. It had to be last year. It could have been the year before. The girl from USC that played with that plays in the post. So I'm thinking you put her.
Kiki
Kiki. So putting her next to Betts, and Betts is going. Betts going to be an issue. I mean, you can't teach height. 6'7", still 6'7". So, putting her there. I mean, that's like you all. I mean, I think the draft. I think a lot of teams hit on a lot of needs. I will say, just as an aside, shout out to UCLA, their head coach and their program, because I think they had a record 6 players drafted, 5 in the first round, but 6 drafted all 6 of their players got
They're
drafted.
seniors. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so
Yes.
shout out to them and to that program and to the coach, because to be able to coach them players up like that, to be in a situation like this, and of course they all getting in on the new CBA. You know,
Mhm.
it's a
Yeah. I
good
mean,
Yeah.
look for them.
she looked
But
like
don't
go ahead, Tanisha.
no, I'm gonna say don't forget Kiki Rice. You know, you say at the Mystic, you got something to look forward to.
Yeah, well, Kiki went to Toronto. She didn't go to the
Mm,
Mystics. She went
okay.
out to Toronto. Yeah.
You
So,
know, are you
uh,
sure?
yeah, you're thinking of Kiki Irfan from last year. But Kiki Irfan and Lauren Betts played 1 year together at Stanford.
Woo.
And she was saying, Lauren Betts was saying she's so excited because to go back and play with her again. So I just think there's a lot. And then they re-signed, the Mystics re-signed Shakira Austin. That team, to me, the sky's the limit. Now they fired their GM, so I don't know what they're gonna do about that because coaches got double duty, but we'll see what's going on there.
But it seemed like that's kind of the theme, though, Linda. They
Well,
they play musical chairs with their coaches and their GMs in the WNBA. You can't you gonna tell me something different?
no, I ain't. But I'm gonna tell you, no, some teams are solid with theirs. The Mystics, they play. You're right, the Mystics do. The one pick that got me, not the one, it was a bunch of them, but Rory Harmon towards the end, because she didn't get invited to the draft and her going to the Mystics picking her up. I think some other teams slept on picking her up because I think she's a damn good player and got overlooked. Hmm.
Her coach went off like maybe a week or so ago talking about how she never got that she didn't get like all Americans and all this stuff, and her numbers were ridiculous. I mean, she playing in Texas. She not playing at some.
Darren, here we go with the Texas.
That's how y'all gonna do. I'm just saying the woman is gonna end up. Hopefully, if I feel like she gonna end up being a steal. Okay, let's.
Oh, I hope so. I mean, I hope so for her. If they like that, sometimes people have a chip on their shoulder, and that's all the motivation they need
What's she like
to
round 3,
exceed.
right?
Yep, she was 34th pick. She was the 34th pick. I think teams. I think a lot of teams they got what they needed. I think there's going to be a little more parity in the league now because people. I still haven't seen the dust settle. If you want to add in all the trades that have been going on too, Darren, you real quiet. You too quiet for me tonight.
Yeah, he's
No, no,
looking up
no,
the trades.
no,
We know what it
I'm
is.
no. I was going to say that I think one of the best moves that was made was with pick number 2 with Olivia Miles. I think her, because I'm thinking about Courtney Anderson up there, who was running, who was the point guard up there, but bringing her up there, especially with Collier being injured for probably half the season, whatever. She's going to be someone that, if you saw throughout the tournament and the Big 12, I mean, she's someone who will not only, and look, I love the confidence that she had in herself. I mean, she talked
Uh-huh.
about how she's got high IQ. I mean,
She-
she only had
oh,
to
her
apologize on the
whole
air.
Nothing
her
wrong with
whole
it.
thing, the
No,
whole weekend was on point. She
no,
was
nothing wrong
herself,
with
her
it.
genuine, authentic self.
Yeah.
I loved every minute of her for the
And I
weekend.
think, that's going to be a hell of a pickup for them. And look, and even at her height, she's going to be one of those players that's going to be flirting with a triple double, whether Collier's there or not. I mean,
Uh-huh.
so I think that's going to be a tremendous pickup for them, overall. So, no, I was just waiting. I was just waiting on y'all to
No,
finish up.
No,
I think
that's
she was.
they did their thing with that.
Yeah, they were looking at her because it was some talk earlier on. She could have flipped the number one with Fudd, but I didn't think. I think for what Dallas was looking for, because everybody said, "Oh, they're small, they're small." They did get a little size, but it's some teams now because there were players that were left out of the draft that were bigger, and people were saying they didn't even get drafted. Some
Well,
big,
yeah,
so it's like you got to have that
yeah,
speed. You got to have different. You got to bring something like a Betts. Betts, she's
yeah.
size, but she can do some other things for you. Um, I think I don't know which one of y'all brought it up, and I don't know how this is going to show up, but I'm gonna pop it up anyhow. Um, I have the money, the difference in the money that they're making this year is
No, that was
is
me.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I have it up. I know we're not up here right now, but
Yes,
goodness,
yes. It's hey.
look at that over the one. Was that what 5 years? You
Look,
walking
No, no,
in,
no, no, no,
huh?
no, 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 no. No, well, that's over the last 5 years, but yeah, but that's what AZ Fudd is making this year,
Right.
which again goes back to Olivia Miles and the right thing that she did by coming back this year, versus going into the draft last year.
Yes.
mhm.
Oh my God, the difference it made because I think her salary was like four something or three something. I don't have the breakdown for everybody, but if you look at what Paige got last year at
At
78,
78.
you look at yeah, that's just I mean, that's crazy. So
Yeah, but the
I
endorsements though, they had the endorsements.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, it just and that's the good thing about it because they had all the crazy endorsements, so they made their money other way. But that's the hope. That's what you want somebody to lead. Lead that road, and then when the younger people come through, they benefit from that. That's they've been paving for a minute.
Yeah,
You know
so
what I'm
hats
saying?
off to everybody, those
Hell
everybody
yeah,
on that board. Yeah, everybody, the Players
yeah,
Association that did that. That's just I mean, it's fantastic, and they're paying older players too that played before. So I just love that. Let's jump
yes.
in because I know Darren, you time crunch. We're gonna jump into some trades.
Woo.
Um, I s- Chicago loaded up a little bit.
Oh
Chicago went
yeah,
and got Rakia Jackson, Skylar Diggins, and I was like
Mm.
Azure Stevens. They got her. It was like some of the excuse me, Azure. I said Azure. I don't know why. Azure Stevens. Right, change the name. Azure Stevens. They're they're going to be a solid team. They're going to be a solid team this year. Coaches returning. You still got Cordosa there. Everybody felt as though Angel leaving that was just going to leave the team depleted. It is a spot gone, and good for Angel where she went. We could talk about that trade. Her going to Atlanta. Good for her. She's going to help that team. But I think Chicago had something in mind, and they backfilled a couple of players there.
Yeah,
What y'all
yeah.
think?
No, I think Chicago. I think those were some good moves
that's a
from Chicago.
solid.
I'm also hoping though. I don't know. I'm hoping we see if we get a few more minutes out of Haley Van Lith this season. I
Okay,
don't. I mean
I
that,
know,
I,
Linda.
that
I see you,
that's
Linda.
No, 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 no. Nothing against that Chicago team, and we know the coach. He's been on the show twice, right? So it
Yep.
was like she wasn't getting the minutes, but it was a lot going on in Chicago that
Time.
I'm still wondering if Kennedy Carter somebody gonna pick up.
but but then the flip side of that is I always wondered
Right overseas.
whether or not Chicago was a good fit for Haley to begin with. I know they drafted her, but it was like, was that really a good fit for them to even put it, to pick her up and and have her there? So
Where would
I
you
don't know, but that's
where
just
would you put
me.
her? What team would you put her?
But what they run, I'd have to look at all the teams and season lineups. I mean, because she probably would have been a good backup guard to Anderson up in Minnesota. Just because I'm just looking at her style of play just didn't seem to mesh with Chicago. That's all.
Okay.
Because she is someone that really does like to run up and down the court and can and actually can control the game. I mean, I've seen her for a number of years when she was at TCU. So
That's what I'm about to say. She can play. It's not that she can't play. That's not it. Maybe it's
yeah, I
just
just
like
to me
it's just a
sometimes
fit.
you just got to get the opportunity, and I just don't think she was really given an opportunity last season.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens because they got a whole different lineup. So we'll see what happens. And people left. So Heidemann,
One other thing. I'm sorry. One other thing, because one of the things that the CBA allowed them to do is that if I remember correctly, they're actually going to have expanded lineups. I mean, expanded roster sizes as
Uh-huh.
well. So you actually so you have a lot more depth or whatever on these teams. I think
yeah,
I
with the
think they're going to be like
developmental
15.
players.
Yes, I think they have up to like 15 players now, something like that.
Yeah,
So
and you
With
keep
with
saying, and I'm trying to correct you because I'm like, who is Anderson? Are you talking about Courtney Williams?
Courtney was yes,
Okay,
thank you.
because I was like, man, you
I
had me
well, no,
pulling
no,
up
I
stuff.
know, I knew it was a Courtney, but I
Courtney,
couldn't.
yeah, Courtney Williams because Courtney Williams left, and
Okay.
then yeah,
Oh,
so
we'll see. Miles walks right up in there.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean I'm telling you, these rosters, I have to go look at the rosters to
Yeah.
see who's where, and who's doing. No, Heidelman left. I'm sorry, Courtney Williams didn't leave. Heidelman left. That was the duo that they had there. So she's still there, and I think pairing her and you put Heidelman, you take Van Lith and put her in with Heidelman. I think you come off as good, but you also got Miles now, so that team's going to look a little different. They did lose some other players, but I think they're going to look. I think they'll look good. I think they'll look good. So,
What do you think about the?
mm-hmm.
Now I might be off, but didn't Brittany Griner get? Is she headed to Connecticut?
I thought she's Connecticut, yeah.
Yeah,
7-year deal.
that was it. Was like she was gonna sign with Atlanta, and then I think she went to Connecticut. Connecticut picked. It's all over the place. I'm still waiting for the dust to settle, so I can look at the rosters and see. And their first preseason games are April 25th, so that's gonna be. But some of the like I said, those big trades. NECA going back to L.A. Gabby Williams going to the Valkyries. I mean, anywhere Gabby Williams. I know she had that. She wanted to go, or the 3 teams that she would go to. One of them was the Aces. If she would have went to the Aces, I was like, that's gonna be trouble for a lot of people because Gabby can do a lot of things.
But you
Well,
also
anyway,
had
so is a win for whoever the team. You know that she just that chick to me. I like her.
Gabby.
NECA.
Oh yeah.
and you also had Kelsey Plum re-sign as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
I saw she signed like what is it, 3 years or something?
3 years, 3 million. No, it was no. She signed 1 year, right? And it was 999. It was some crazy. And somebody,
it was just a dollar.
No, it was a million. It was a million or something.
No, it was $999,999.
Well, hell.
No, which everybody was making fun of. They were like, just give it a. I'm gonna send.
No. Well, she didn't want to do it because of the millionaire tax there,
right?
So that's why she did that,
right? Because Jackie Young was the first millionaire one to sign as a millionaire in the league. Others haven't. They haven't even signed their contracts yet. We're waiting on the 1.4. Some have, some haven't. People like Breonna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, all of them said, "Hey, we're staying in New York," so they're going to sign theirs. And then you start looking at, your salary caps and what they have. So some of these teams have signed and they've got a little money left. And when I say little money, it's more than it would have been a year ago. So it looks real good. Looks real good for these players.
You said Raven earlier. She went to the Fever, right?
Yes. It was like when people trying to make a big controversy out of it.
Awesome.
The coach is excited about it. You could see them when they drafted her. They were talking to her on the phone, because of all the stuff that went on. And that's in the past. And she made a statement herself. She said, "Who do you look forward to playing with?" And she's like Caitlin Clark. She's a good player. She knows that. She challenged her. She made her help make her a better player. So I think it'll all work out. I'm just looking forward.
Athletes don't be taking stuff that personal like that.
You play in college.
You want to play against the best. It is.
You want to play against the best and with the best. And when you play in college, you go to the next level. You could have been rivalries. Now you teammates, so you locked in.
Teammates, and you riding for them.
That's right. You're locked in. So I mean, we could go on and on and on about. I feel like I'm missing something. Y'all got something specifically y'all want to talk about?
Let me think. If you talking about Roy Flaugier, Angel, and that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, the expansion team looks good too. Monica Wright
and Bigby Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay, we good.
Monica Wright, who's the GM out there, she played for Virginia. She played with Minnesota, got 2 championships there. She played in the league for a while. Good player, real good player. Loved her, loved watching her, loved what she brought to the game. And now she's the GM for the new expansion team. So excited to see what they're going to do. Couple of players that I know are out there. So, and like you said, Kiki Rice, she's out in Toronto. I think they got they got a solid roster. So we got to see how that works out. I'm just excited for the season. I'm excited for the season.
I just bought tickets today to see the Dallas Wings and Indiana Fever in like August the 20th.
Man, that's gonna be a good game.
It cost me a pretty penny, but I had to be there.
Yeah, them prices are looking good.
Getting ugly.
And this is the 30th year. So this is a milestone. This is the 30th year of the WNBA. So And to have this CBA and everything within the 30th year, I think is just fantastic. So it just shows the growth.
The only thing I'm hoping for this upcoming season is that they don't follow the men and how they did this season with a whole bunch of blowouts, a whole bunch of load management, a whole bunch of just sitting out games. I know they don't have the luxury of having as many games as the men and stuff like that, but I really hope we see more effort in the women's game than we saw from the men this
I'm
season.
I'm glad you said it, not me,
Mhm.
because I think most of the women that over the years watching the game, they sit
Mhm.
out if they're hurt,
Yeah.
not for load
That's the only
management.
yeah, that's the only
That's the
time they
only
sit out.
time. Now, maybe if we know we in the playoffs and we got the number one seed, then yeah, that's the end of the season. I'm not gonna play you just to get you hurt.
Mhm.
We saw what happened last year with a couple of players in blowout games, right? So they're not doing that. And most of the time, women are sitting out because they're hurt, not just because, oh, I need, my load. I got this, I got that.
Mhm.
No. So
Yep.
you're right, and it is. I think for fans, because if you don't know and you paid all that money for a ticket for the NBA and you go and your favorite player ain't even playing, they sitting there,
That's awful.
terrible.
Let them let Paige or Caitlin sit out the game that I just bought. I might run out there and just scream and jump on. Might just slide on the court like it's a baseball game. Like I might trip. I might go extra hard. I'm like, good. I don't want to see nobody
Yeah, I
else.
don't think it's fair.
No, I paid for that money.
That's
I
right. And
paid
the
that money for that.
fans, and the
Mm-mm.
fans, the fan, like Dawn Staley said, they asked her why she signs all of those and takes all that time because she said,
Hell yeah.
you know what these people pay for these tickets and to
Exactly.
come and we know that pays people's salaries and stuff like that. So it's not a sense of entitlement for fans, but it is something that you give back to the fans. So yeah,
Absolutely. Don't even think about sitting out on that game. Lord have
put it
mercy.
out there. You might want to send them the memo. Send them a
I
text
might,
message.
I might DM them all. Like I need y'all all to show up on this day because Tanisha is in the house. I done drove 5 hours to get to you. No, 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 no. We're not sitting down today.
Put it out there. Put it on social media, Tanisha, so everybody
I
know.
will. Maybe I do a short. Y'all
Whatever.
can tell y'all ass at the game.
All
Gotta do a
right.
little short.
All right.
No,
So I know Darren looking a little itchy. So we're gonna cut off for this because I could go on and on all night for hours about the WNBA, but I'll do my own shorts on that. Let's switch it over to golf. Let's talk about Rory.
dude, Roy did his thing. Oh my god! I mean, it was. I watched it. He had my nerves bad because I really did want him to double up. I want him to hit it back to back. He had my nerves bad. He was up, then he dropped down. Rose was up. It was just crazy. But I'm so happy for him because he's like the fourth player to win
Yes.
back to backs. So yeah,
Yep.
he made history.
It was
Yeah.
Nicholson, Tiger, and give me the
I think
last one.
follow. What
Oh,
is it?
Faldo,
Uh,
Nick Faldo.
Faldo,
Yes.
Faldo. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Those were the three, the other three that did it,
And
and so
then
now
he and
four.
then him. Yep.
Yep. What
So
did
that I
you get
mean,
to watch it, Darren, or you were out?
I haven't watched it since I don't. If Tiger's not playing, I'm not watching.
Oh, okay, well you hang
you
it up.
missed a
They did
good
show
one because
Tiger driving onto the.
they were playing they was battling their butt off and for Sheffield to be like lose by one strike. I know
Yo,
he
and
still
he was even the way he started off and the way he
yeah
came back, and I put a little money on him and
yeah
and made a little money on him. They showed Tiger driving his golf cart through the and crashing into the.
Yeah, I can only watch golf if I'm
did
betting
they
on it,
really
and I don't bet on it. So
No, no, that
you
was
funny
that was older. That was older
you know
than
what I'm saying I
me.
said did they really you know
I'm
Tiger
gonna,
something
and I know we're gonna cut it short, but I got more to come. It's a real short show, but just pay attention. More to come on these drafts when these teams. We might even do another show later on this week when we know what the teams really look like. We're waiting for people to sign, even though they were drafted. Some of them haven't signed yet. Some of them went ahead and signed because I guess they need them checks and got to start making those moves. But I want to say congratulations to all of the young ladies that made it. It's a dream come true. Whatever team you went, doesn't matter what number you went, you're in the W now and you can make an impact.
exactly
So I'm looking forward to that. So hats off
put
to
up
them. Round of
People don't
applause.
realize how few people actually get to live their dreams.
That's right.
So
And
whenever
things
now
like that.
I see somebody that's living their dream, I can't be anything but happy for them. And congrats.
All right, we're gonna jump over to, and I know we're moving fast, but we're gonna jump over. Tanisha, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the closing thought for tonight.
Yeah, I know you guys are wondering why I have zero hair, but I've had a friend that I've been close to since I graduated high school, and unfortunately, she is going through brain cancer, and we've been in this fight for a hot minute now, and she finally got an opportunity where she's actually at the point where she's able to take treatment, and I told her, when you do, we'll do it together. Didn't know what my head looked like or any of that good stuff, but I could care less. I just wanted to
You got a
support
few
her.
dents. You got a few dents in
Yeah,
there.
you know what? I look like my brother. We all got a peanut shaped head. I got a
Now, and
little dip right at the top.
I know
And
I laugh, but Tanisha, that's a beautiful thing right there. That's friendship.
Yes.
Um, I've met your friend. I don't want to call her name because that's all
okay,
private. I met her, a sweet person. Just last year we were hanging out here when they came here.
yeah,
So praying for her. I'm not trying to switch it on me. I'm going through the same thing. My sister just had
absolutely.
surgery. She has cancer. So cancer sucks. You know,
Yeah,
cancer sucks. I don't know anybody who it hasn't touched. So um, prayers. I just say prayers.
that's all. Just pray, pray, pray.
Right.
You know
If
what I
you
mean?
believe in it,
Something
yep,
that
pray.
it's I think everybody that knows somebody that's been touched by it. So, but I wasn't. I said to myself, I told her, I said, when you shave it, we going together. We're gonna fight it together, and that's what I mean. I got the easy. All I had to do was cut my hair, but you know what I mean. I've known her forever, and she's an amazing human.
Yep, and I'm sure that means the world to her. Darren?
I got nothing to add. I mean, I'm being prayer for you. So
Yep.
Good man,
And yep, you know
appreciate it.
that. So with that being said, there's nothing to follow that. It's like, remember, please, please be kind, be blessed. You never know what people are going through. And if you can say a kind word or make a kind gesture, take the time and do that. And I'm gonna say it again. Be kind, be blessed. Until next time, peace. Thank you for tuning in to Two Gems and a Mic. Be sure to subscribe and follow. Until next time, remember, be kind, be blessed. Peace.